Hello guys, FDKM here, and today we are in the Concord, great airplane, and today we're going to show some of the wackiest and just craziest airports that this magnificent plane flew. Just kidding, here we are at London Heathrow Airport. Pretty standard airport for the plane to land at, and let's just set this for final approach and see how well it can do. So here we go. Ignore that sound. So, yeah, this plane is a bit hard to control. That's kind of a problem, I guess.
Think rate.
Also,
Think rate.
The droop snoot is knocked down. I'm sinking way too fast. Yeah, so here we go. We're just about to land.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
Yeah, I get it. That's not even an accurate alarm for Concord, but whatever.
Pull up. 50. Think rate. 20. 10.
That was not a good landing, but whatever. Oh, and we're just about to... Come on, don't... And there we go, successful landing at Heathrow Airport, like, barely. Normally the plane would use nowhere near the entire runway. It would normally stop around there. But anyway, so let's just review the landings. So yeah, I think we were just going a bit too fast here. I mean, skipped right where we land. I'd say we're sinking way too much there, and we're
50. Think rate.
going way too fast. Also, the reverse thrust didn't work for some time, for some reason. But yeah, there we go. But anyway, let's go to some other airports already. So here we are at the selection, and the airports that landed at was Cardiff. And this airport was a small airport, capital of Wales, Cardiff is, and they had to land there because the plane didn't have enough fuel to make it to Heathrow from JFK, so they literally had to make an emergency landing here. But the plane has landed at Cardiff, and let's try and do that ourselves. Oh, sorry about that. So, yeah, let's try and land this here. It's not going to go well. Also, the Concord is a really hard plane to fly. Then again, I just wouldn't lower the nose. I wouldn't classify myself to be an experienced British Airways Concord pilot, personally. We're going way too fast. We're sinking too much. Yeah, Concord did have to flare a lot.
Think rate. Think rate.
Because, if any don't know, flare is where the plane just before landing has to pitch up steeply, well for Concord at least, steeply, so to help spread out the weight during landing. It's a normal thing, but Concord's was really steep. But anyway, let's just try. That was actually a not bad landing. Except for the parts where that happened, but whatever. Let's see if we can stop. We certainly are not stopping. Take two? How about that? Here we go. Whoa, pull up. I think we were just landing way too fast there. Yeah, let's try and get this right.
Think rate. 50.
Oh god.
20.
That was not a good landing at all. This is complete reverse thrust, and the plane is barely able to land at this runway, so that's concerning. But there, we landed at Cardiff Airport in a Concord. Well, they did in real life, and they had to worry about dying. So anyway, let's go to, I'd say, more radical airport. So next airport is Geneva in Switzerland, not an airport I'd expect, but it's not the shortest runway, it's actually a pretty normal runway in terms of length at 3,800 meters, but the main thing is it's just mountainous. But yeah, let's see if we can land it there. We should be able to. Right, let's try and land this properly. The gear make a very interesting sound on this plane. Jesus, that's a lot of flare.
Think rate.
Here we go. That was not good. This is still an easy airport to land on. It's funny how I landed better on this airport, way better than on Heathrow Airport, which is longer. But whatever. Well, apart from landing itself. That still is very creepy, but anyway, next airport. Now, the next one is Kai Tak, but unfortunately that is at least not listed for me in Expo 11, but I have a trick up my sleeves to get there anyway. So here we are in Hong Kong, trying to land at Kai Tak Airport. The only problem is in Expo 11 it doesn't exist, because in real life it isn't even an airport anymore, it's a public park. But I'll try and land on the island anyway, so put up a picture soon about the Kowloon World City, which, in fact, they couldn't. The most densely populated area on Earth, formerly, until it was destroyed by the British and Chinese governments. But the thing is, that airport.
Think rate.
Let's try and land this. So I'm just gonna have to try and fly around this mountain here without dying. Which is a big probability, but whatever. There it is, that grass strip over there. Oh god. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So we probably will be able to land on the thing itself. The grass strip. But in real life they wouldn't actually go directly over the mountain, the risk was too much, so they'd have to, I'll just pause it quickly, they'd have to fly around that way normally. Kowloon World City doesn't exist anymore, but it was around this area, so that's a lovely place to build just relatively tall buildings. Oh, come on, come on.
20, 10.
Reverse thrust, that is laggy. And here we go, we're about to stop. Come on, 10 knots. That was better than the Heathrow landing, I'll say that. Anyway, we only used up around half of it. Let's just replay that again, see how it looks. So you can see this near crash over there. The landing gear makes a very interesting sound, I'll say that. And also, trying to not crash into there. Yeah, we were very close there, like I'd say about 100 feet. But yep, there's a landing strip, and let's see how good this landing was. So I did do a lot of flare, but I stopped a bit after. That wasn't a bad landing, considering this plane doesn't have tilted gear, as you can see there, but yeah. Overall, good landing, but I have one final airport to show you. The final airport is good old St. Martin, or the airport itself, or as the airport itself is known, Princess Juliana International. So yeah, this runway is 2,300 meters long compared to the almost 4,000 meters of Geneva and London Heathrow. But yep, this plane landed here, Air France. So let's try that. So here we are in the flight simulator. Need to lower that completely. Don't want another disaster on our hands. It's the Singapore Airlines livery, which was half British, half Singapore Airlines. As you can see there, they leased them out. The British actually did have some Concord flights originally to Singapore. Singapore Airlines on one side and British Airways on the other. And
Think rate.
that
Think
is actually
rate.
how it looks
Think
in real
rate.
life. In real life. And I mean, Singapore, they're like one of the best airlines in the world in my opinion. And they had one of the best planes ever built. Just because how amazing the technology of the Concord was, even though I obviously have a video about its failure for its purpose, carrying loads of passengers. Anyway. And 40 knots. Let's just use the rudder to help slow down the plane even more. And we landed at Princess Juliana Airport. Oh my god. Would you look at that? Now we have to taxi all the way up the runway again. But whatever. Yeah, say hello to these guys. Anyway guys, everyone, thank you for watching this video. Please drop a like down below if you've enjoyed or just found this interesting. And I'll see you in the next one. And as always, good night.